Plants and animals. They are both living things. They grow, reproduce, evolve, contain cells, and they both need energy. So, how are the ways that they get energy different? Plants use a process called photosynthesis. Animals use a process called cellular respiration. No, that doesn't mean they eat their cell phones. Cellular respiration goes like this. Animals consume oxygen and sugar and gain energy from that. Then, they produce carbon dioxide and water and also a byproduct of heat. But what about plants? They don't have any mouths, let alone any way to travel and get food. So how do they survive? Are they a product of aliens? Is that why they're so green? Plants use photosynthesis. They have a part in their cells called chloroplasts, which do more or less the exact opposite of cellular respiration. They use carbon dioxide and water, as well as UV rays from the sun, to create sugar and oxygen. The only things that don't happen with both processes are the heat byproduct created by cellular respiration, and the requirement of UV rays in photosynthesis. So, chloroplasts are extremely important for the plants to grow, and plants are pretty important food sources for animals.
Ouch!
Right now, the ecosystem is perfectly balanced. Plants use sun, water, and carbon dioxide to make sugar, which the animals eat to make more carbon dioxide and water for the plants. It's a perfect chain, but what if one of the links were removed? What if a virus infected 50% of the plants in the world and destroyed their chloroplasts? Well, without the chloroplasts to create sugar for the animals, all of the herbivores would die off, and all of the carnivores who eat the herbivores would die off too. More or less 50% of all life on the planet would completely die off if the chloroplasts stopped functioning. To survive, humans would either have to steal all the healthy plants from the wild and leave the wildlife to extinction, or share the healthy plants with the animals and have half the population of humanity die off. Not to mention, the chloroplasts are what turns the carbon dioxide into oxygen, meaning all the animals and humans turning oxygen into carbon dioxide would quickly drain the planet of all its oxygen. So, it might even kill more animals than the lack of food in the first place. It would also quickly heat the planet, melting the ice, killing the polar bears, heating the ocean, driving the dolphins and whales and seals to extinction. It might end up killing about 70% of the animal population altogether before the remaining plants could filter out all the carbon dioxide and cool the planet. Horrible, right? What if all the plants in the entire world stopped producing oxygen and food? In a matter of days, all the oxygen on the planet would be gone. The Earth would be extremely hot. Everything would suffocate, except possibly the most resilient of microorganisms in the ocean. One day, they'd evolve into new creatures, resilient to heat, repopulating the planet with new organisms. The Earth, killing, polluting humans would be gone. A new millennium of creatures would be in charge of the planet. Evolution would start over. It would be a whole new world. Deforestation has been a huge issue in many countries around the world, and it is causing some horrible problems in our environment, such as depletion of wildlife habitat in deforested areas. 80% of Earth's land animals live in forests, and cutters taking that away severely lowers their chances of survival. It also contributes to climate change due to the overabundance of carbon dioxide in the air, depleting the ozone layer. Nigeria is known to have the worst amounts of deforestation in the entire world, with an annual rate of 3.5%. That's about 350,000 to 400,000 hectares of land each year. Canada, on the other hand, has an annual deforestation rate of only 0.2% per year, which is roughly 35,000 to 60,000 hectares. This is because our government has taken steps to decrease deforestation all around the country. A lot of Nigeria is desert because of the forests cutters have destroyed. Canada is about 11 times larger than Nigeria, and still, we have way less trees cut down. This shows just how good of a system we have to prevent deforestation, or else much of Canada's land would be desert as well.